Hey everybody, I'm Evan Hammonds for bloodhorse.com and welcome to After the Wire, which is brought to you by EquiAid, the makers of Bodybuilder, Air Blast, and other fine natural products. Well, it's here, Breeders' Cup week, and we covered a few of the Friday highlights last week, so let's get to the meat of Saturday's card. Now we're going to move fast at first. I like horses in the Geico Turf Sprint and the Express Brett Sprint. As well, we'll touch on the filly and mare sprint for a second before moving on to the Classic at the end. Home field advantage is no more pronounced at Santa Anita than it is in the Turf Sprint, a specialty distance of 6.5 furlongs run down the hillside turf course. It is very, very difficult to win there in your first try. Now, personally, we've had some great success in this race with 30-to-1 shot Desert Code a couple of years ago. I'm going to point to a live mid-range shot this year. I'm not about to knock Misdirection, last year's winner, and a perfect 5 for 5 down the hill, but she figures to be overbet this year off that win and her high-profile connections. In the Grade 3 Eddie D Stakes, the local prep for this back on September 27th, the winner, Chips All In, caught my eye. The 4-year-old has shown better speed early on than Misdirection, so he can get a forward position with less shot of encountering traffic, and he closed really well once they hit the straightaway, and he showed remarkable grit under Julien Leparoux against the late Chargers. He's won 2 of 3 down the hill, and earlier this year ran second, beaten just ahead in the San Simeon Stakes, and that was in 111.17. That was a time faster than Misdirection has run. Now let's see if we can get 8-to-1 or 10-to-1 on Chips All In. There is often value galore in the sprint. This year's running is not exactly coming into focus crystal clear for me, but I have a lot of faith in Justin Phillip over the last 2 years, and this may be his big breakthrough moment. In his last start, the Vosburg at Belmont, after pressing a 44 4.5, he ran a winning race, closing in a wicked 23-1, and he just got pipped on the line by Private Zone. Justin Phillip threw down roughly a 108 over the track in February at Santa Anita, so he's very familiar with the surface. He virtually had no shot a year ago after breaking behind the field and against that speed rail bias track last year. We're going to have to go on faith that the surface will be fair this time around. His consistency keeps me in his corner. The filly and mare sprint features Groupie Doll, but if there was a horse that showed more tenacity than sweet Lulu did when she won the Grade 1 Test Stakes at Saratoga this August, well, I guess I've missed it. I love the fact that she has a 7-furlong win under her belt and that she's cutting back after a hard-fought 2-turn effort last time out against the brilliant Close Hatches. The only knock on the 3-year-old is that she has yet to race over the Santa Anita surface, but she is based at Hollywood Park with trainer Jerry Hollendorfer. 6-to-1 here, 8-to-1 here, I'm on board. Now for the Classic. It's no secret, I'm a big fan of Game On Dude. And of note here, 5, count them 5, of his career 15 wins have come at 10 furlongs. The rest of the field combined only has 10 wins at 1.25 miles. His Santa Anita handicap earlier this year was nothing short of awesome, winning by more than 7 lengths, and in a time that was just 3/100ths of a second slower than Fort Larned's time last year over the conveyor belt at Santa Anita. This is his distance. This is his track. His lone loss at Santa Anita came in last year's Classic when he had a tough break and couldn't find his way to the lead. The dude has had a break since August while skipping the Awesome Again Stakes. He's working like a bear and should get the job done and deliver Bob Baffert his first Breeders' Cup Classic win. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I think you need to follow all of the Breeders' Cup action here on bloodhorse.com, and we'll see you back here next week on After the Wire.